dude.
So, what are some of the wildest prison stories you got? Like, what's the most crazy story you got?
None of them are pretty, I'm sure.
I don't really have a lot of wild prison stories. I was kind of like, you know, I wasn't the one.
No, people knew.
I mean,
They
yeah. I
knew.
mean,
They knew not.
kind of like, we just it's just conflicts. Like,
Yeah.
we had incidents on the yard, on prison yards, and it wasn't nothing really started about me because I sat kind of up there,
Yeah.
and nobody really came to come up there to mess with it. It would be
Yeah.
incidents that young fellas would get into, not knowing the rules. And when I went, when I went to the shoe,
Mm-hmm.
I went to the shoe for actually an incident between one guy and my homeboy,
Mm-hmm.
rest in peace right now, and I knocked his eye out. And so I
Yeah, I
ended up,
saw that there too. You knocked someone's
You knocked
eye
his
out.
eye
In
out?
prison.
yeah,
Wait, you knocked his eye out? Like his eye
yeah,
fell out
Yeah.
his eye.
his eye came out. Yeah, we had an
What happened? They
incident.
come, oh God, my eye was that
Oh,
kind of
I
shit.
started praying immediately because I knew if I didn't
No
get this case,
time.
it was gonna be a life sentence. So no, I went to the hole. I did 3 years for that. So we had an incident, and we ended up getting into it. I caught him with a right, and he went down. His eye was in his hand, and I ended up getting locked up. I got charged with that. I actually stayed in the hole 4 years. So
Mm-hmm.
I got out in 2004. So I think I went to the hole like 98, 98, 99, something like that. I got in 2004. But like I said, that was one that was documented, and then I paroled
Did you
15
know?
days out of
Did
that.
you know amongst the Kody?
Yeah, I was never been in the
No,
same space with
no.
Monster. Monster was like the folklore to us. I'm 3 years younger than Kody. You know what I mean? And so we was always looking
He's
to
the
get a
right.
name off of Monster.
He's always right. Be in prison. When we both was in prison, he used to write each other.
Yeah, I seen that somewhere. He's right, Tupac. Cody was an enigma, man. If he could have stayed straight,
Yeah.
he'd have been a mark. I look up to him. I got a lot of respect for him.
Some people just can't live out here.
Yeah,
This
yeah, for
world's a
real.
trip for some people's mind.
Yeah, it's that challenge. What he talking about is we got homies who can navigate while they're in prison, incarcerated, because
You
that
ever seen
part
his
they're disciplined.
penmanship?
Yeah, I seen some of his writing.
Woo!
Yeah, I seen his writing. I mean, he was
Cold blood.
very intellectually stout, but when he came here, the discipline of not dealing with, falling to that crave,
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't handle that. He couldn't master that. But he was a great adversary because he was an
Yeah.
adversary to us. So he was a gangster. We was the '60s,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a legend.